Last year in 2017, Lexus sold 305,000 cars. And of those 305,000 cars, 108,000 were the Lexus RX. The point is, this is by far Lexus's best-selling vehicle here in the United States. The next best-selling vehicle that they sell is the NX, which sold almost 50,000 units less in 2017. So by the end of this video, we're gonna find out exactly what it is that makes this, the Lexus RX, Lexus's best-selling vehicle here in the United States. I've come up with 7 reasons that make the RX the best-selling Lexus here in the US, and I'm going to tell you those in this video. But if you want to know more about the Lexus RX, please head over to TFLcar.com and check out all the articles that we have over on our website. The first reason that the RX sells so well is because it's kind of a Goldilocks car, and what I mean by that is that it's just the right size for most buyers. It's based on the Toyota K platform, which, for those of you who don't know, is the same platform that underpinned the Camry up until 2019. And basically, since its inception in the late 90s, the Lexus RX has been based on some form of the Camry's platform, which just makes it a perfect size. It's not too big, but it's still large enough that you can fit all your friends and all your stuff inside. Plus, this one is the 350L that now features a third row. And because I'm 6'2" and someone who you would never want to put in the third row of any car, I'm gonna hop in the third row to show you exactly how much space there is back there. Okay, time to see if I can fit in this third row. Gotta pull that little guy up, slide that forward. I've already put the seat up, so now it's just a matter of squeezing 6'2" of me into the seat. Okay, it's not horrible so far. We're kind of getting there. Oh boy. All right, well, this will be interesting. Okay, it's folded back. Oh. Okay, well, I'm technically in, but as you can see, I don't have any headroom and I don't have any knee room. So maybe reserve the third seat for small children or people without legs. The other cool thing about having the long version is that you actually get a little bit more storage space as a result. When you fold down all the seats here in the back, you're greeted with 58 cubic feet of storage space, which is 2 cubic feet more than you would get on the short version. I think the second big reason for the RX's popularity here in the US has to do with its pricing, especially compared to the German competition, which is specifically the BMW X5, the Mercedes GLE, and the Audi Q7. Now, the RX for 2018 starts at about $43,000, which is significantly cheaper than the cheapest German. The Q7 is the least expensive of those German options, and that starts at $49,900. The Mercedes starts at about $52,000, and the BMW starts at about $60,000. But with this, you still get a lot of the same luxury and quality feel, but for a lot less money, like $7,000 less than the cheapest German. I think that's a huge reason why the RX is so popular. So I think the third thing that makes the RX so popular here in the US has to be styling, because, well, at least in previous generations, the Lexus RX didn't offend. It was very conservative, very subdued, and I think as a result, very easy on the eyes. And a lot of people liked that about the RX. Now, this new one obviously has a very different design from those previous generations. This one is a lot more emotional, but it seems to still be working for Lexus. I mean, they still sell 10 to 12,000 of these every month, just like they did with all the previous versions. I think the fourth reason has to do with this little flap right here. I'm of course talking about efficiency. This is the RX 350L. It's not the hybrid, and it gets about 21 mpg combined, which for something that seats 7 people is pretty impressive, I think. But you have to remember that the RX comes in a hybrid version, the 450h, which we got to test a few weeks ago. You can click on the link right here to check out that video. But the point is, that vehicle can manage almost 30 miles to the gallon combined, which for something this size is incredible gas mileage. Being able to buy a Lexus RX and know that you're gonna get really great fuel mileage is sure to attract a lot of buyers, and I think that's a big reason for this vehicle's success. The fifth reason for the RX's popularity here in the US, I think, has to be the Lexus reputation for reliability. I mean, people here in the US know these cars to be very reliable, and consumer surveys show that that is the case. But fortunately, we also have some personal experience with owning one of these. You see, Roman's wife actually has owned a Lexus RX for about 90,000 miles. And can you guess how many problems she's had with it in those 90,000 miles? Go ahead, take a guess. Boom, zero, nada, zilch. She has had no problems with her RX in 90,000 miles of ownership. For number 6, I've picked 3 words that I think are best to describe the Lexus RX. And those 3 words are solid, comfortable, and quiet. Now let me explain. Solid I like because pretty much everything you touch and interact with here in the RX is super solid feeling. I mean, even something as simple as the indicator stalk or the volume knob is just really solid feeling, really high quality. Now, comfortable is pretty self-explanatory, but there's 2 ways you can take it. It's comfy in one sense that, well, it's just a comfortable place to be. I mean, the seats are very comfortable, there's plenty of room, it's a comfy car. But also the ride is excellent. I mean, it's super smooth, super pleasant to drive. Now, as for quiet, well, I've got a demonstration to show off to you guys. This is a little volume meter, and I'm gonna shut up and let it do the talking to show you exactly how quiet the RX is. For reference, I'm going about 55 miles an hour on the freeway right now, so just take that what you will. Under 60 decibels. It's so quiet in here that I can whisper and this camera can pick it up. Point proven. Here's a great example of what I'm talking about. I'm gonna roll down the window. Listen to how quiet it is. Everything's nice. The 7th reason for the RX being Lexus's best-selling vehicle is that, well, it's kind of one of the original luxury crossover SUVs. It came on the market here in the US in 1998, and it's been one of the best-selling, if not the best-selling models in that segment since then. It's really the benchmark for vehicles like the Mercedes GLE, the BMW X5, and the Q7. I mean, those guys are trying to compete with this because this has been around for, well, almost the longest, and it's been one of the best for a long time. Well, there you go. Those are my 7 reasons that the Lexus RX is the most popular selling Lexus here in the United States. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please drop a comment down below and tell me what you think. Give it a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe. And of course, come back to TFLcar.com for the latest news, views, and real-world reviews just like this one. We'll see you guys next time.